Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Maths Club. I am Dipanjan Kumar Te. Today I'll deliver another lecture on group theory. This is very important lecture, cyclic group. This is cyclic group theory, lecture number 5. Very important, cyclic group. Okay, the learner will be able to understand in this lecture that is cyclic group and along with example. Only cyclic group. Very important thing. I'll explain very clearly. This is important for BCA, BTech, MCA and others competitive exam like NET exam, GATE exam. Okay. So let's start. What is cyclic group? A group G is called cyclic group. A group G is called cyclic group if there exists an element A belongs to G. So A belongs to G. That is, G is a group. A is an element of G such that G equal to A. Every element of G can be expressed as some integral power of A. That is, A belongs to A belongs to G, A belongs to G. Then the integral power of A, that is A to the power 1, A to the power 0, A to the power 2, A to the power 3, these are all belongs to G. Then we can say it is a cyclic group. It is a cyclic group. A is called the generator. A is called the generator. Okay. Once again, there is an element A belongs to G such that integral power of A, that is A to the power 0, A to the power 1, A to the power 2, A to the power 3, A to the power 4, by this way, then it belongs to G under, okay, it belongs to G. Then that group is known as cyclic group. So all group are not cyclic group. If there is no generator element, if there is no generator in the group, then there is no that group is not cyclic group. That group is not cyclic group. If we not get the generator, that is element A is here, A is the generator, then in that group is not cyclic group. So cyclic group, there must be the generator, there must be generator. For example, if we see an example, then you will understand clearly. That is, suppose a G equal to say, I'm telling G equal to say, that is set up like a to the power minus 3, a to the power minus 2, a to the power minus 1, that is 0, a to the power 0, then a to the power 1, a to the power 2, a to the power 3, dot. This, this is a cyclic group, is a cyclic group, cyclic group, where A equal to generator, generator. That means suppose a to the power 0. Do you see a to the power 0 belongs to G? A to the power 1, that is this is belongs to G. A to the power 2, this belongs to G. A to the power suppose minus 2, this belongs to G. Anything a to the power minus 3 you can take, that belongs to G. So that means every integral power of A, so the result becomes belongs to G. So this is a cyclic group. So this is a cyclic group. A is the generator of the group. Okay, A is the generator. Now, if the operation of the group G is addition, now what I am saying, just follow me. If the another example, this is the example, okay. Now, if the operation of the group G, if example, if the operation of the group G, if the operation of the group G is addition, that means plus, then G equal to A, that is generator. In that case, minus 3A, minus 2A, minus A, 0, A, 2A, 3A, dot. This is a cyclic group. Is a cyclic group under addition. Is a cyclic group. Is a cyclic group. Is a cyclic group under addition. Here A is the generator. Is here A is the generator. Here A is a generator. Is a cyclic group under addition. Be careful, under addition. That is A plus A. That is 2A. A plus A 2A. A plus 2A. That is 3A. Okay. By this way. Okay. That belongs to also G. Okay. 2A, 3A, integral, that is 2A, 3A, 4A, minus A, minus 2A, minus 3A. This are all belongs to G. So this is a cyclic group. Here integral power of A, or you can say, or by addition. Integral power of A, here integral A is the generator, and we can find the other element of the group by integral power of A, that is by addition. That is by addition. Okay. So another example I am saying here in cyclic group, that is, this is very important. That is, suppose G equal to G equal to G equal to fourth root of unity. G equal to 1 minus 1 I minus 1 is a cyclic group. Cyclic group is a cyclic group. This is actually this is known as fourth root of unity. Fourth root of unity. Fourth root of unity. Fourth root of unity is a cyclic group. Now, how to prove this is a cyclic group? So first you have to find an element in G, that is A. What is A actually? You have to find the element A, that is the generator. Then A to the power 1, A to the power 2, A to the power 3, A to the power 4. That also belongs to G. Then we can say only this is a cyclic group. Now, suppose I am saying A equal to I. I is the generator. I is the suppose I am saying I is the generator. I don't know I is the generator. Then I to the power 1. I to the power 1, you see I. I belongs to G. I to the power 2. I to the power 2. I square, that is minus 1. Minus 1, you see, belongs to G. Okay. I to the power 3. I to the power 3. That comes minus I square is minus 1. Then I, that is minus I. This is also belongs to G. I to the power 4. I to the power 4. That is equal to I to the power 4 is I square minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 1, that is 1. Belongs to G. You see, now if I increase the power I to the power 5, I to the power 4 is 1, that is I to the power 5 is also I. This is also belongs to G. Now if we increase the power, then only the value will be either I minus I plus 1 or minus 1. If we increase the power I to the power 5, I to the power 6, I to the power 7, I to the power 8, any increase value, increasing the power of I, then we get these four values. Either this value or this or this or this. We will get it. So that means we can say I is the generator of this group. So G is here, therefore G is cyclic group. Cyclic group. G is cyclic group, I'm doing here I to the power 5, then stop. I to the power 6 you can do, I to the power 7 you can do. Then you will see all the result will comes in between, that is plus 1 minus 1 plus I minus I. So I is the generator of the group. So G is cyclic group. Similarly, you can check minus I is also in this group. I and minus I is also the generator of this group. That is minus I equal to say A. That is equal to generator. You can check it. I am not doing here. Minus I is the generator also. That is minus I to the power 1, minus I to the power 2, minus I to the power 3, minus I to the power 4, minus I to the power 5. All are the result becomes either plus 1 minus 1 or plus I minus I. You will get. So we can say minus I is also the generator of this group. Okay. So not necessary that I two or three will be three element will be the generator. At least if there are at least one element is the generator of the group, then we can say it is a cyclic. Not necessary it should be two, should be three like this. Okay, be careful. At least one. If you find at least one element which is the generator of G, that is integral power of that element, we get the result belongs to G, then we can say it is a cyclic group. Okay, let's see another example. Another example. Suppose if I give another example, then you will understand clearly. So this is very, very important proof that G equal to 1 minus 1 plus I minus I is a cyclic group. Sometimes the question will come like this. Okay. So suppose another example I'm saying here, I'm doing here G equal to say 1, 3, 5, 7. This is 7. Multiplication modulo 8. Multiplication modulo 8. Multiplication 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 modulo multiplication modulo 8. That is this side. Multiplication modulo 8. Okay. So is not a cyclic group. G equal to this is not a cyclic group. Cyclic group. Why we not a cyclic group? That means you cannot find the generator element. You cannot find the generator. That is, 1 cannot be generator, you have to prove. 3 cannot be generator, 5 cannot be generator, or 7 cannot be generator. Okay. If there is no generator, what I told, then that is not a cycle. So I am just proving. Suppose say 1. 1, 1 to the power 1. 1 to the power 1 is equal to 1 belongs to G. You see. 1 to the power 2, that comes 1 belongs to G. 1 to the power 3, that is 1. 1 to the power 4, that comes 1. These are all belongs to G, belongs to G, belongs to G. But not we are getting 3, 5, 7 here. Only 1 we are getting. But what I told, the power of generator, integral power of the generator belongs to all. That is every element of G can be expressed. But here we are not getting every element. Every element of G can be expressed as an integral power of it. But here we are not getting every element. We are getting only one. We are not getting I to the power 2, not getting 3, not getting 4, not getting 5, not getting 7. So if I increase the power of I, only we are getting 1, not getting 3, 5, 7. So or therefore we can say 1 is not the generator. Not the generator. Say 3. Say 3. If I say 3 is the generator, then 3 to the power 1, 3 to the power 1 is 3, 3 belongs to G, 3 to the power 2, that comes 9, not belongs to G, not belongs to G. See, 3 square is not belongs to G. So 3 square equal to, 3 square is 9, 3 square is 9, 3 square is equal to 9, but here we are getting, that is multiplication, 3 square actually, not here, just follow me. 3 square is 9. So 9 divided by multiplication modulo 8. So 9 divided by 8. 8 ones are 8. So it comes 1 is equal to 1. That belongs to G. That belongs to G. Then 3 to the power 3. 3 to the power 3 equal to 3 to the power 3, that is 27. This divided by that is multiplication modulo 8. 3 belongs to G. Now 3 to the power 4. 3 to the power 4, 81. 81 divided by 8. This is remainder. Remainder I have to write here. I am writing the remainder portion over here because multiplication modulo. 81 divided by 8, 1. So this is 1. But we are not getting 5, 7. We are not getting 5, 7. Every time we are getting 3 on like this. Okay. So we are not getting 5 or 7. So we can say that means you have to get all the elements of G. The integral power of that element, you have to get all the elements in G. Here you see every element of G. You will get every element of G when the integral power of A increasing. Okay, we are not getting all the only 3 are not 3 or not. So we can say 3 is not the generator. 3 is not the generator. 3 is not the generator. Similarly, we can say 5 say. Suppose I am saying 5 is the generator. Then 5 to the power 1. 5 to the power 1. Say 5. 5 to the power 1 is 5. Belongs to G. 5 to the power 2. 25. 25 divided by 8. This is 1. This equal to 1. Belongs to G. No problem. 5 and 1 getting. Now we will see whether we are getting 3 or 7 or not. Then 5 to the power 3. 125. 125 divided by 8. Divided by 8. Then tell me 125 divided by 8. That is 5. So we are getting 5. You see 1, 5, 1, 5 we are getting. Suppose 5 to the power 4. Then we are getting 625. 625 divided by 8. Then what is the remainder? 1 is the remainder. So we are getting 1. So we are not getting actually that when increasing power of 5, we are not getting 1, 3, 5, 7. Only 5 and 5 and 5, 1, 5, 1 we are getting. So we can say 5 is not the generator. We can say 5 is not the generator. So 5 is not the generator. 5 is not the generator. 5 is not the generator. Now last element I will check, that is 7. Whether you can see 7. 7 to the power 1. 7 to the power 1 is equal to 7 because 7 is less than 8. So no need to divide. Okay, 7 square. 7 square is 49. 49 divided by 8. Why I am writing 7 here? Because 7 is less than 8. Multiplication modulo 8. So 7 is less than 8. So directly you can write 7. If more than 7, then you have more than 8, then you have to divide. Then you see 1. It is 1. This belongs to G. This belongs to G. Okay. Now 7 to the power 3. 7 to the power 3. 49 into 7 to the power 3, that comes 143. 143 divided by 7. 3 getting. Okay. 3 getting. belongs to G. Then sorry, 34. It will be 34. 34. So it will be 34. Okay. Then divide. So divided by 8. Sorry. You have to divide by 8, not 7. Be careful. Sorry. Yeah, because multiplication modulo is 8. So 8 divided by 7 to the power 4, that means 8, 32, then 2, 23, 23, right? 7 to the power 3, 7 to the power 3, 7 to the power 3 is 7 you are getting. 7 to the power 3, 7 to the power 3, so 7 to the power 3, 7 to the power 7 to the power. Now, once again, I am checking here. That means on 7 you will get. Okay. This will be 7 to the power 3. That means 49, 49 into 7, 49 into 7, 7 to the power 3, 49 into 7. Not 34. Then 8. Then tell me 16. 7. So 7 we are getting. 7 you are getting. Then 7 to the power 4. Then you will get 1. Similarly, that is 49 into 49, 49 into 49, then divided by 8, you will get remainder 1. That means here also we are not getting that is 1357. That is only 1 and 7, but 3 and 5 we are not getting. Okay, if we increase the integral power of 7. So, 7 is not the generator. Therefore, 7 is not not the generator. 7 is not the generator. Okay. So that means in this case, that is G equal to 1357 multiplication modulo 8 is not a cyclic group. That means we can say therefore G equal to 1 G is not a cyclic group. Cyclic group. G is not a cyclic group as multiplication modulo 8. Multiplication modulo 1357 multiplication modulo 8. So G is not a cyclic group. Cyclic group. G is not a cyclic group. Yeah. So there is no actually generator element. We can say G is not a cyclic group. Once again, another thing I can say uh, that is addition modulo I am taking. Say addition modulo. This is a cyclic group. I have to show this example, very important example, that is so that G equal to, I'm just changing my marker. Just see this example, that is G equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, addition modulo 5, addition modulo 5, addition modulo 5 is a, addition modulo 5 means plus this is a cyclic group. Cyclic group. Addition modulo here. Say 1, 1. Okay. 1. Then suppose I am saying 1 is the, say 1 is the generator element. The generator element should contain in G. It may be generator, it may be generator, it may be generator. I don't know which one will be the generator. One may not be generator. Say one is the generator. Then 1 plus addition modulo 5. 1 plus 1, that is 2. 2 we are getting. 2 divided by 5. No need to divide. That is 2 is less than 5. So 2. 2 belongs to G. 1 plus 5 plus 5 on plus 1 here, plus 1 here. Now 3 1. 3 1. 3 times. That comes 1 plus 1 plus 1. That is 3. 3 divide 3 is less than 5. So here will be 3. 3 belongs to G. Now 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. 4. So 4 belongs to G because no need to divide. No need to divide. That is addition modulo 5. So 4 is less than 5. No need to divide because 4 is less than 5. Then increasing. I am increasing. That is addition modulo. 1 plus 1 plus 1. So here tell me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I am getting here 5. 5 divided by 5. So 5 ones are 5. So remainder is 0. So this 0 coming here. So the 0. So this 0 coming here. This 0 coming here. 0 belongs to 0. Thus we see 1, 1, 1 is the generator. Then 1 is the generator. So here I am getting 2. 2 belongs to G. 2 belongs to G. 3 belongs to G. 4 belongs to G. But 4 I am getting. Here also the question will be 4 also. Yes. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, not 3. Okay. 4 I am getting. 4 I am getting the generator. This 4. This is I am getting belongs to G. This is I am getting belongs to G. And 0 is also belongs to G. That is 0, 2, 3, 4. These are all belongs to G. So now if I increase that is 6, then you see you will get again 1 also. Okay. That is 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again 1. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 divided by, you see, 6 divided by 5. 5 ones are 5. 1 is the remainder. This one comes here. That is 1. 1 belongs to G also. So we are getting all elements 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4. So that means we can say 1 is the generator. That is our supposition is correct. What we are supposing 1 at 1 is 1, say 1, that 1 is the generator. That means we are supposing 1 is the generator. So that means our supposition is correct. That means 1 plus addition modulo 5. Then applying that thing, we are getting all the elements, that is 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can say therefore 1 is the generator. That is surely confirmed. That is our supposition is correct, not wrong. So 1 is the generator. 1 is the generator generator of this group G. So that is our supposition is right. Our supposition, that is we are saying that 1 is the generator. That is supposition, or supposition is right. Is right. Okay. Is right. Okay. Therefore we can say Z is a cyclic group. Z is a cyclic group. G is called a G is the cyclic group. Addition modulo 5. I think everybody understood very clearly. I have tried the clear concept of cyclic group. I think everybody understood clearly. If you don't understand, if you have any doubts, any clarification, you can call me in this number, or you can contact me in my mail, or you can send your comments in the comment section, comment box. I'll give the answer. So this is the fifth lecture on group theory. Next lecture, that is sixth lecture, will be abelian group. Till then, bye bye. Thank you. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell to get the update. That is updation. Always we are forming new videos for you. So you need to subscribe and press the notification bell to get the update. Okay. Thank you very much.